Thank you, ma'am. As we applaud the milestones which were highlighted in our annual report, let us now shift our focus to acknowledge the invited dignitaries among us. Before that, here's an appeal to our day audience. Please ensure not to litter in the premises. Use the trash bins that are provided for the disposal of the trash, please. Now, may I request our esteemed guest, Dr. Umesh Mahan Shetty, a doctor par excellence in the field of radiation oncology, to occupy the chair on the dais, please. I call upon Prakash Vidyaniketan to formally welcome sir. Thank you, Vansh. Prakash Naga Samsita is here to introduce our guest, Dr. Mahan Shetty, to the audience.
Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love for humanity, says Hippocrates. This evening is honored by the presence of Dr. Umesh Mahan Shetty, the director of Memorial Hospital, whose profound compassion for humanity serves as a beacon of hope for the patients in their fight against cancer, an ailment that is unfortunately on the rise in our contemporary societies. Being a doctor par excellence in the field of radiation oncology, Dr. Mahan Shetty dedicates himself to being a lifeline to those in need and transforms their misery into resilience and hope. In his accomplished healthcare journey, Dr. Umesh Mahan Shetty has gathered 2 decades of invaluable expertise, rising from senior registrar at Tata Memorial Hospital in 1999 to its director in Visakhapatnam. Graduating with an MBBS, he broadened his expertise with DMRT, MD and DNB in radiotherapy. Beyond clinical practice, Dr. Umesh is a steadfast educationalist, contributing as an examiner for DNB examinations, an approved postgraduate teacher for MD Radiation Oncology, and a faculty member for the Moving Academy of Medicine. His roles extend to administration, serving as convener of urology and coordinator of the Urology Disease Management Group. As an editorial member of the Journal of Cancer Research and Therapeutics, Dr. Umesh's impact surpasses borders, marked by numerous international and national appearances as a delegate, faculty member, and invited speaker. Today, we are privileged to welcome Dr. Umesh Mahan Shetty. Thank you, sir, for being here with us.
Thank you, Samstita. May I now request our respected guest, Dr. Y. Srinivas Rao, a distinguished scientist in the field of missile technology, to adorn the chair onto the dais, please. I call upon Prakash Vidyaniketan to formally welcome sir. Thank you, Shrench. Prakash Himish is here to introduce our guest, Dr. Y. Srinivas Rao, to the audience.
We are honored to host Dr. Y. Srinivas Rao, the Director General, Naval Systems and Materials, DRDO, Visakhapatnam, a distinguished scientist in the field of missile technology with over 20 years at DRDO. Dr. Rao's journey began at BHEL, shaping gas turbine manufacturing facilities. His significant contributions in the missile defense program include leadership in warhead development, communication systems, and managerial functions. As project director for EXO Interceptor Missile System, Dr. Rao achieved hit-to-kill interceptors, demonstrating their efficacy in live tests. In Mission Shakti, he led the rapid development of the interceptor vehicle, achieving a successful mission in 2019. Beyond his professional realm, Dr. Rao, a fellow of esteemed organizations, receiving awards such as Sir Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya Award and the Agni Award for Excellence in Self-Reliance. Notably, he led the contingent command for ASAT Shakti mission at the Republic Day Parade in 2020, assuming the role of Director NSTL in 2021. Dr. Rao has now been appointed as Director General, Naval Systems and Materials from May 17, 2023. A distinguished mechanical engineering graduate with a PhD from Osmania University. We look forward to Dr. Rao sharing his insights from his illustrious career. Thank you for being with us, sir.
Thank you, Himesh. We now request our acclaimed guest, Mr. Mannava Shrikant Prasad, fondly known to millions as MSK, a noted cricketer and a close associate of Sri Prakash fraternity, to adorn the chair onto the dais, please. I call upon Prakash Sai Rishit to formally welcome sir.
Namaste, esteemed audience. We take pride in introducing a cricketing celebrity, Mr. Mannava Shrikant Prasad, former chief selector, Indian national team. A man who fostered the growth of around 8,000 aspiring cricketers through his visionary leadership that resulted in the development of international stadiums, grounds and academies. Hailing from Medigunduru, Andhra Pradesh, Mr. M.S.K. Prasad etched his name in history as the first cricketer from Andhra Pradesh to represent India in tests and ODIs. A sought-after wicketkeeper batsman, he graced the Indian national cricket team, leaving an indelible mark at the Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur. Beyond the boundaries, Mr. Prasad's leadership as the Andhra Ranji team captain earned him the prestigious MSK Gate at Vizag International Cricket Stadium. Transitioning to cricket administration, he served as the Director of Cricket Operations at the Andhra Cricket Association, transforming the state's cricketing landscape. On the national stage, Mr. Prasad's tenure at the BCCI, notably as the youngest chairman of the Senior Selection Committee from 2015 to 2019, played a pivotal role in shaping Indian cricket team's bench strength. Beyond his cricketing prowess, Mr. Prasad is a dedicated community leader, supporting programs for blind and physically challenged children, and engaging in philanthropy by adopting schools for the underprivileged. Today, we extend our heartfelt welcome to this legend, Mr. Mannava Shrikant Prasad. Thank you, sir, for gracing our annual day celebration. Thank you, sir.
May we have our respected guest, Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail, a member of the State Planning Commission for the Government of Tamil Nadu, and also a long-cherished associate of Sri Prakash family, to adorn the chair on the dais, please. I call upon Prakash Arav to formally welcome sir. Thank you, Arav. Prakashite Akshaya is here to introduce Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail to the audience.
With immense pride, we introduce Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail, a member of the State Planning Commission for the Government of Tamil Nadu, Managing Director of the Eco Science Research Foundation, an admired being who has dedicated a highly acclaimed service of 50 years to the field of teaching, marking a truly remarkable milestone in his illustrious career. Dr. Ismail, a pioneer in ecology and earthworm research, has made lasting contributions to education and environmental science. As the former head of the Department of Zoology and Biotechnology at the New College, Chennai, he significantly influenced the state education policy. Nationally, Dr. Ismail served as a task force member for the State Planning Commission in Chhattisgarh and chaired the reconstituted high-level expert technical committee for the hydrocarbon project in Tamil Nadu. Dr. Ismail is an accomplished author with works such as The Earthworm Book and Man Makkal Mahasul and Mani Nandan Manpuru, and now Worming My Way. Dr. Ismail's commitment to education is evident in Simple Tasks, Great Concepts, a compilation providing a practical approach to life science experiments. Recipient of prestigious awards including Castme and Arignaranna.
Dr. Ismail has gained international acclaim with honors such as the Special Contribution Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Earthworm Industry in China and the Inspiring Humanitarian Award by the World Humanitarian Drive, UK. Today, we look forward to insights from Dr. Ismail's distinguished 50-year career. Thank you for being with us, sir.
Thank you, Akshaya. May we now request Dr. Umesh Mahan Shetty, Director, Tata Memorial Hospital, to address the audience, please.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Director Vasu Prakash Garu, my dear parents and dear children, good evening to one and all. Thank you, somebody is listening to me. So it's an honor and pleasure to be here as one of the guests for this 22nd annual day function of Sri Prakash School. As introduced by one of the students, I'm a doctor. I'm a cancer specialist. But more important is, first thing is I'm a human being. So the first message to all the children here, students, is we all should thrive to become a good human being. If you are not a good human being, you cannot be a good doctor, you cannot be a good engineer if you are not a good human being. So, school, education during your childhood is all towards becoming a good human being. Becoming a doctor, becoming an engineer, becoming a scientist, becoming a cricketer is a talent or is a skill which you develop. But in the school, what is taught is not subject. Subject is secondary. You have to learn good ethics, how to behave, what is the discipline which is taught, so that human interaction is most important aspect of development. And this is becoming more and more important because today you see each one of us are fighting among each other. There are big wars happening, and that is because we are not good human beings. That's the first message for all of you. Second, I'm a doctor. So obviously, everybody expects that I will say good things about health. So children, what is good health? Good health is being well-being, not by mental, not by really becoming first, standing first in the class. Apart from mind, you also need to be good in nutrition. And I emphasize this nutrition because today in schools, we find that lot of our children are obese. What it means is they are not having healthy habits. So it means good nutrition plus exercise. Both mental, physical exercise is very important. And these two factors are important for development of your milestones. And I'm very happy that one of your students told me this in the exhibition now, that skill development is an important aspect of development when you're in school. So emphasizing nutrition and physical exercise. I would like to give an example of nutrition. I'm sure many of our parents here, sitting here, are always fighting with children. Don't eat junk food. A lot of teachers in the school are always telling children, don't eat junk food, don't eat noodles, don't eat pizza. But has the market reduced producing noodles? We have more and more pizza centers. We have more and more fast food centers coming in, day out, daily. Not only in cities, but also in villages now. So obviously there needs to be a different approach to telling children do not eat that. So easiest way is to have a deal. These days with children we need to have a deal. Okay, you have noodles once in a month, you have pizza once in a month. But the rest of the days have a balanced diet in terms of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, which are very important for development. And second important aspect is physical exercise. And your director will agree that I always ask him what are the physical activities happening in the school. And I'm so happy to hear that they have cricket activities, they have basketball activities. But then, when I compare it to my school, today's schools still lack in sports activities. Maybe we are responsible as parents. We cannot blame school. We are responsible as parents because there is a lot of peer pressure for studies. A child can study very hard provided he is physically fit. If he is not physically fit, no matter how hard he works to read and study, it will not fetch him the results required. Last bit of my advice, I am also a cancer specialist. I can tell you, my dear parents, that obesity in childhood is one of the high risk factor for cancer in future. So children who are overweight at a very young age are at higher risk of getting cancer when they grow in life. So please push good nutrition, physical exercise apart from studies during their childhood. And this is very important, not from the child becoming a doctor or a scientist or an engineer, but to have a healthy individual who will give back to the society. And we, as a cancer specialist, should reduce in numbers so that the cancers are reduced in the country. And my request to all parents again is, take care of your children in terms of obesity. For parents, can I have a show of hands? How many of you really have gone to a doctor and asked, can you screen me for cancer? How many of you? So I can see only a handful of them. And the reason I say this is, the common cancers which we see in our country are preventable, can be detected very early. Why am I saying this? I'll give one statistics. We don't have high incidence of cancer in India. We have 100 cancers if you see 1 lakh people. So in 1 lakh people, we will have 100 cancers. If you see US, Europe, it is 250 or 300 per lakh. So it means they have more cancers, right? But sadly, the problem is, out of 100 we see cancer here, 85 of them die because of cancer within 1 or 2 years. Whereas in Western country, out of 300, only 20 to 30 die. Rest all are cured. And the difference is, in India, we do not go to a doctor for screening. So the cancers we see are always at a very advanced stage. In cancer, we have 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, 4. Majority of them are diagnosed in stage 3 and stage 4, where half of the treatment cannot be delivered to them. So obviously they will die of cancer. Whereas in the West, out of 300, only 10 or 20 will be in stage 3, stage 4. Rest are all in stage 1. Because they are health conscious, because they go to a doctor, because they have formal screening programs. So my last message to all of you, especially parents, is whoever is above the age of 30, 35, 40, visit your doctor to find out whether you can undergo screening for common cancers which are seen in India. And the reason why screening helps is cancer doesn't have pain when it starts. So it is a painless procedure which begins in your body. By the time you get pain, it is already stage 3, stage 4. So with this, I would like to again congratulate Shri Prakash School Administration and Director for having me here, and successful program ahead, and also best wishes to all the children who are lined up for cultural activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. I now request Dr. Srinivas Rao, the Director General, Naval Systems and Materials, DRDO, to enlighten us with his expertise.
Vedikanu alankrinchina peddalu, Sir Professor Sultan Ahmad Ismail, vanakkam sir ungalku. நம்ம விசாகப்பட்டினம்ல உங்களுக்கு நான் தமிழ்ல வணக்கம் சொல்ல முடியாது. కొద్ది నాకు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడటం ఇష్టం. మీరు நீங்க పర్మిషన్ కొడతాను నా తెలుగులో పేసను. ఇంట్రడక్షన్ అక్కర్లేదు అన్న వ్యక్తి ఎంఎస్కే ప్రసాద్ గారు. భారత క్రికెట్కి, స్పోర్ట్స్కి, ఫిట్నెస్కి ఒక డైరెక్షన్, ఒక దిక్కుసూచి అయ్యారు. మీకు అందరికీ ఆయన ఒక వికెట్ కీపర్, బ్యాట్స్మెన్, చీఫ్ సెలెక్టర్గా తెలుసు. నాకు ఆయన ఒక పెద్ద హ్యుమానిటేరియన్గా తెలుసు. ఎంతోమంది పిల్లలకి, ఎస్పెషలీ పారా ఒలింపిక్స్కి వెళ్ళాలనుకున్న పిల్లలకి మనస్థైర్యం కనిపిస్తూ, సపోర్ట్ చేస్తూ, అందరి వెనకాల నిలబడే వ్యక్తి ఎంఎస్కే ప్రసాద్ గారు. ఇవాళ వాసు ప్రకాష్ గారికి కృతజ్ఞతలు, వారిని ఇక్కడికి తీసుకొచ్చినందుకు. దేశంలోనే, ప్రపంచంలోనే అతిపెద్ద ఆన్కాలజీ సెంటర్ మన బాబా అటామిక్ రీసెర్చ్ సెంటర్. దానికి డైరెక్టర్ గారు డాక్టర్ ఉమేష్ మహాన్ శెట్టి. గ్రౌండ్ టు ఎర్త్ పర్సన్. ఆన్కాలజీలో ఎంతో అడ్వాన్స్డ్ రీసెర్చ్, అంటే మనము ఏదైతే అనుకుంటున్నామో ముందుకు పురోగతిలో కనుక్కోవాలనుకున్నవన్నీ కూడా వాళ్ళు చాలా అడ్వాన్స్డ్గా వెళ్ళిన వ్యక్తులు వీళ్ళు ఒకరు. అటువంటి ఎమినెంట్ పర్సనాలిటీస్ని వాళ్ళ వాసుప్రకాష్ గారు ఇక్కడ పైన తీసుకురాగలిగారు. చాలా సంతోషం అండి, మీకు ఇంతమందిని పరిచయం చేయగలిగారు మీరు. అలాగే మా రామ్నాథ్, నేను ఎన్ఎస్ఎల్ నుంచి వచ్చాను, మా రామ్నాథ్ సెకండరీ స్కూల్ ప్రిన్సిపాల్ గారు, ఇంకా ఎంతోమంది పేరెంట్స్, స్పెషల్లీ శ్రీప్రకాష్ ఫ్యామిలీని లీడ్ చేస్తున్న వాసుప్రకాష్ గారు, తోటి డైరెక్టర్స్, టీచర్స్. నేను ఇందాక ప్రిన్సిపాల్ గారితో అంటున్నా, ఈ దేశానికి వెన్నముక్క, దేశాన్ని ముందుకు నడిపించేది ఈ టీచర్స్. ఏదైతే స్కూల్లో మనకి నాంది పలుకుతుందో అదే మనం ఫ్యూచర్లో చేస్తాం. ఈ దేశం మనం అనుకుంటున్నాం ఎంతో ముందుకెళ్ళాలని. ప్రపంచ స్థాయిలో మన ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ గారు పదే పదే చెప్తున్నారు, ప్రపంచ స్థాయిలో దేశము మొదటి స్థానంలో ఉండాలని. ఆర్థికంగా కానీ, వీరన్నట్టు క్రీడా రంగంలో కానీ, అలాగే మన డిఫెన్స్ టెక్నాలజీస్లో కానీ, ఏ విధంగా చూసుకున్నా కానీ, మన స్టాండర్డ్ ఆఫ్ లివింగ్లో కానీ, హ్యాపీనెస్లో కానీ మన మూలాలు ఎంతో స్ట్రాంగ్ ఉండాలి అనుకుంటే దానికి నాంది అధ్యాపకులే. వీళ్ళని ఇంత మంచిగా తీర్చిదిద్ది వీళ్ళకి ఒక గౌరవ ప్రతిష్టను ఇవ్వగలుగుతున్న ఈ స్కూలు శ్రీప్రకాష్కి జోహార్లు. అలాగే నేను విద్యార్థుల దగ్గరికి తర్వాత వస్తాను. ఆడుతూ పాడుతూ బతికే వయసు, ఏమీ తెలియని మంచి నిర్మలమైన మనసున్న ఈ వయసులో ఉన్న పిల్లలు రేపు భావి భారత పౌరులు 2050లో, అంటే మనకి 100 సంవత్సరాలు ఇండిపెండెన్స్ వచ్చిన అమృత కాలంలో దేశాన్ని ప్రపంచ స్థాయిలో ఒక అగ్రగామి దేశంగా నిలబడగలిగే ఈ విద్యార్థులు వాళ్ళ వరకు తీర్చిదిద్దుతున్న అధ్యాపకులే కాదు, వారి వెనకాల ఉన్న పేరెంట్స్, తల్లి తండ్రి ఒక దైవంతో సమానాన్ని భావించే ఈ దేశంలో ఈ తల్లి తండ్రి ఇంత అహేషంగా ఇది ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి వాళ్ళ పిల్లల కోసం ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన మీరందరికీ కూడా నా కృతజ్ఞతలు. నన్ను 10 నిమిషాలు మాట్లాడమని టైం ఇచ్చారు ప్రకాష్ గారు. 10 నిమిషాలు ఏం మాట్లాడను, సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ అని మాట్లాడితే ఆ పిల్లలు ఆల్రెడీ చాలా సైన్స్, అటానమస్ సిస్టమ్ పెట్టారు, బయట ఆబ్స్టకల్ అవాయిడెన్స్ సిస్టమ్ పెట్టారు. ఒక మిజైల్ డిజైన్ చేయాలంటే, ఒక సిమ్యులేషన్ చేయాలా, 65 సిమ్యులేషన్ ఇవన్నీ చెప్పాలంటే దానికంటే ముందు పురోగతి నాల్చి పెట్టారు. అక్కడ ఒక బ్యాటరీ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్ ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేట్ చేశారు. రేపొద్దున కార్ తయారు చేయాలంటే వీళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు, బ్యాటరీ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్ చేయాలన్నా ఇక్కడే నేర్పించేసుకున్నారు, స్ట్రక్చరల్ డిజైన్ చేయాలన్నా ఇక్కడే నేర్పించేసుకున్నారు. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ చేయడానికి ఇప్పుడున్న సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కోడ్లు ఏమి ఉండవు. 10 సంవత్సరాల తర్వాత ఈ సాఫ్ట్వేర్కి ఏమి ఉండవు. ఏ భాషలో మీరు మాట్లాడినా ఆటోమేటిక్గా సాఫ్ట్వేర్ చేసి ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ సిస్టమ్ వచ్చేస్తూ ఉంది. అంటే న్యాచురల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ సొల్యూషన్స్ ఎప్పుడైతే ముందుకు వచ్చేసిందో ఆల్రెడీ ప్రపంచంలో ఈ కోడింగ్, సో అప్లికేషన్ ఓరియంటెడ్గా తయారు చేయాలంటే ఆర్ట్ వర్క్స్ చూసాం మనము. ఆర్ట్ వర్క్స్ నుంచి ఆటోమేటిక్గా బిల్డ్ చేసే కేపబిలిటీ వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఈ కేపబిలిటీ మనం ఒక ఇండస్ట్రియల్ రెవల్యూషన్ మిస్ అయ్యాం, కానీ దీన్ని మనం దేశం మిస్ అవ్వదు. ఖచ్చితంగా మనకున్న ఈ స్ట్రెంత్కి, మనకున్న ఈ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్కి మనము ఈ కొత్త క్రియేటివ్ నెట్వర్క్లో ఇన్నోవేషన్ చేసుకుంటూ కొత్తవి తయారు చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తాము. ఈ కొత్త నిరంతర తయారు చేసే ప్రక్రియ అనేది కాన్సెప్ట్ ఫైనల్ ఆపరేషన్లో తీసుకురావాలంటే అవతల వ్యక్తికి ఫైనల్గా కావాల్సింది ఏదో ఆలోచన శక్తి మనకున్నది. మనకున్న రూట్స్ అవే, మనకున్న స్ట్రెంగ్త్ అదే, మనకున్న ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అదే. అదే మన క్రియేటివిటీకి నాంది పలుకుతూ మీ పిల్లలే ఎంత క్రియేటివ్గా క్రియేట్ చేశారో చూడండి. అలాగే మ్యూజికల్ టాలెంట్. నేను రీసెంట్గా నేవీ డే ఫంక్షన్కి బ్యాండ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, వాళ్ళ నేవీ డే మ్యూజిక్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేస్తారనమాట రెగ్యులర్గా. అది చూశాను. బ్రహ్మాండమైన ప్రోగ్రామ్. ఫుల్లీ ట్రైన్డ్ నేవల్ పర్సనల్ హూ డూ ది నేవల్ బ్యాండ్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. ఇవాళ బ్యాండ్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అదిరిపోయింది. దానికి సాటి నేవల్ బ్యాండ్ ఎంత ట్రైనింగ్లో చేసే బ్యాండ్, దానికి సాటి మూతి మీద మీసాలు రాని ఆ పిల్లలు, చిన్న పిల్లలు అంత బ్రహ్మాండమైన పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. వాళ్ళకి ఎవరైతే మ్యూజిక్ టీచర్ ఉన్నారో ఎంత ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టారు. బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్లో పనిచేసిన వ్యక్తులు, గురువులు. ఆ గురువే దీన్ని, అంటే నేను ఏది చేసినా వెనకాల ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఏంటి అనేది. ఇప్పుడు ఇందాక ప్రకాష్ గారు పెట్టారు, సైంటిస్టు, ఒక డాక్టరు, ఒక ప్రొఫెసరు, ఒక స్పోర్ట్స్ పర్సన్ అని. లక్కీలీ మా ఇంట్లో అందరూ ఉన్నారు. మా అబ్బాయి డాక్టరు, మా అమ్మాయి స్పోర్ట్స్ అథ్లీట్, నేషనల్స్ ఆడింది. మా అమ్మాయి కోచ్కి మా ప్రసాద్ గారికి ఒక చాలా అనురాగమైన సంబంధం ఉంది. నేను మా ఆవిడ్ని ప్రొఫెసర్ అంటాను, ఎందుకంటే ఏమైనా ఇబ్బంది వచ్చినా మా ఆవిడ పెద్ద గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ చేసినా బయట ఏం ఉద్యోగం చేయలేదు, లోపలే ఉన్నా ప్రతి విషయం ఆవిడని అడుగుతాం మేము. అందుకే ఆవిడ మా ప్రొఫెసరు. అందుకే నలుగురు మా ఇంట్లో ఉన్నారు. ఇక్కడ నేను చిన్న విషయం చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, మీ స్పౌస్ మీ గురించి ఎప్పుడు ఆలోచిస్తుంది. మీకు కష్టం వచ్చినా నష్టం వచ్చినా ముందు స్పౌస్ చెప్పండి, వాళ్ళు చెప్పింది వినండి. పిల్లలు మీ తల్లిదండ్రులు చెప్పింది వినండి, మీ తల్లి చెప్పింది వినండి. ఎందుకంటే మీ గురించి ఆలోచించేది మీ తల్లి. ఇంకొక విషయము ఇక్కడ నేను గమనించింది, మొన్న మేడం గారు స్కూల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చెప్తే అసలు ఎవరు బోర్ కొట్టలేదు. స్కూల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చెప్తే జనరల్గా నిద్రపోతాం, బోర్ కొట్టలేదు. బట్ ఒక ఇంపార్టెంట్ విషయం చూశాను. ఫస్ట్ మార్క్ అబ్బాయికి వచ్చింది. నేను లాస్ట్ 4-5 ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా కానీ ఫస్ట్ మార్క్ అమ్మాయిలకే వస్తున్నాయి. ఈసారి ఒక్కసారి ఫస్ట్ మార్క్ అబ్బాయిని చూశాను. అంటే నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, రేపు కొత్త జనరేషన్ సిస్టంలో లేడీస్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డామినేట్ ద కంప్లీట్ సినారియో ఆఫ్ దిస్ కంట్రీ. So please look at this. This is going to be a new India, new focus, and you are going to be the backbone and pillars of this new India. Let us have the great India to us, and you people lead India 2047. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. May I now request Shri M.S.K. Prasad, a man who shaped the benchmark of the Indian national cricket team, to share his valuable insights with us.
Respected people on the dais, my brother and good friend Vasu Prakash, teaching and non-teaching staff of this wonderful school, parents, and above all, children of Sri Prakash. A very good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to appreciate all those performers who have performed superbly today. I think you have lit up the occasion today. Wonderful, wonderful. You are so, so lovely. Every performance today was something special. I can tell you that I had goosebumps when I saw that band party. Man, hats off to that wonderful, wonderful band party. You've done a great job. I think you're not lesser than any of the best in this country. Fortunately, I met their teacher today afternoon. I think he's supposed to leave. He's not here, but he taught the children really well. I think there's so much of, what do you say? I think they're complete professional. If you see each one of them who played their part, that's exactly what team is all about. Well done, very well done, band party and their teacher also. There's so many stories that I would love to say, because I'm a good storyteller. That's what people say. The only prize that I used to get in school is about storytelling. I told the same story to my wife and she has fallen in love with me. She's my classmate from first standard, but I never told stories at first standard. At later stage, she realized that she's fortunately a doctor. She's my classmate from first standard. She used to do homework in my school. Today also she's doing my homework only, sir. Looking after my children. Very, very fortunate to have a wonderful, wonderful. Sir, you are talking about ladies. You're talking about wife. You're talking about mother. Hats off to all these wonderful ladies. Because of you, man is standing so firm in front of you. Thank you so much for all the wonderful mothers and wives. Well, there are so many things that I would love to say, but I'm restricted to say only for 10 minutes. So, I just wanted to know, because I had so much of close relationship with the entire Indian team. Sir, I'll tell you, all those 15 players who represent Indian cricket team have 15 different stories. They are like diamonds who reach this level. Couple of people that I would like to say, because only 10 minutes is my time. I think these stories will tell you what does it take to become a champion. So 2 people, can you just tell me which 2 people's story you want to hear? Okay, I think in one chorus you need to tell 2 good names. Dhoni? Virat Kohli. Okay. Oh, which one you want me to start first? Dhoni or Virat? Dhoni? जो अनहोनी को करना होना है, जो अनहोनी, and anything that is impossible, a person who can make it possible is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. जो अनहोनी को होनी कर सकता है वो धोनी है. Well, coming to Dhoni, I saw this fellow, I think somewhere in 2002 or 3, we had a national camp. So I was sitting in the front row and this guy was sitting somewhere in back row. He was just a youngster coming out. He had a big hair. He had a good different attitude. We thought, "Kaun hai bhai, ye jangli jaisa dikh raha hai." This is the opinion that we had. See, for a teacher or for anybody, it's not the looks that matters. It's not, what do you say, it's not how you present yourself that matters. Sir was saying I was a backbencher. He's sitting in front of every student for the last 50 years teaching. So you never know what kind of a diamond is hidden underneath. So every child is like a diamond. All that we need to identify and we need to polish them. We need to nurture them. That's the duty of a teacher. That's what we are doing at Sri Prakash. Coming back to Dhoni's story. This guy comes from a very ordinary family background. Financially, you also would have seen his movie also, the background that he has come. His father is just a class floor employee. When I met Dhoni in 2002-03, and suddenly in 2000, I think somewhere around 2015-16, I went to his house in Jharkhand. I intentionally want to go and see what is this man made up of. So he came early in the morning, took me to his house. This is a story. This is not a story, sir. Like what I told to my wife, this is reality. So he came early in the morning because he cannot come in public. He came underground and from there he called and we went to his house. So I think from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, can you believe what would have happened in this house? It was pin drop silence. Father is sitting in front of us. Mother is sitting. Sakshi, his wife, is sitting. Dhoni is sitting. Nobody is talking to anybody, sir. Everybody is looking at each other's face. So, you know why he is Mr. Cool? I understood that time. So I asked his father, when he was small, you know, how he came up and he has reached certain levels. He's become one of the most successful captain ever played cricket in the history of the game. Forget Indian cricket, world cricket. So I asked him, what do you feel about your son? He said, can anybody guess what you... I mean, like any other proud father, I am very proud of my first son, this, that. Generally, we expect this. He said, beta, वो तभी भी वैसा था, अभी भी ऐसा है, future में भी ऐसा होगा. In 3 words, he summed up Dhoni's character. I think I was taken by surprise. You know, those 3 words, you can write a book about Dhoni. And the second thing that I realized is in 2016 when I went to his house, he asked me, "Bhai, aapko kya acha lagta hai? Tea, coffee?" I love tea. Basically, I love tea. I'm very angry Vasu has not given me till now. But anyway, that is second story. So I asked Dhoni that I love tea. He also actually loves tea. So we had tea. And again in 2020 when I went to his house, it was, see, in 2016 it was a small house. In 2020 his house is a 5 acres house. He's built a huge place. So in 2020 he was telling his boy, "Bhai, MSK Prasad ko chai leke aa jao. Inko chai bahut pasand hai." You know why? After 4.5 years, this person has seen so much of life and he's still talking about what happened in 2016 about my passion for tea. See, these people doesn't become great just like that. Their memory, the humble and the simplicity, when they sit with somebody, they are in the present moment. They just sit with them. They don't sit in front of us and just keep talking on a cell phone and thinking about something else. You need to be in the present moment to remember, because in 5 years time you would have met 1 lakh people, but he still remembers that in 2015 I like tea. This is what Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So he called for a tea. And like any other, so there are 4 or 5 people. We had a lovely teacups coming up. So much lovely teacups. And for Dhoni, can you all guess? In the tray, they brought a tea for us with lovely cups. And for Dhoni, he brought that that glass, no, that has got lines. I think Janasena has got that tea glass, that symbol, which we get on a chai bandi and all. For Dhoni, that glass has come, and for us, the lovely teacups have come. Then I was taken by a little shock. So all of us are having tea, and I asked Dhoni, "Mahi, what is this, man? You gave us lovely teacups, and you are drinking in that chai bandi wala glass?" Kuch nahi MSK bhai. Whenever I drink tea in this glass, it will teach me, it will remind me where I have come from. That is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And so I ended up, one last question about Dhoni. Asked him, I have seen you coming from a very financially, I'm a little low background, humble background. I seen you as a ticket collector. Today, I am seeing Mahendra Singh Dhoni with a wealth more than thousands of crores. I asked him, what is money for you? I'm sure all of you should hear this. You know why I keep telling these stories? I'm sure if you go and, at least there are 500 people or 1,000 people. You go and tell to another 10 people each. 10,000 people will learn life lessons. These are real life lessons. I asked Dhoni, what is money for you? He said, kuch nahi hai MSK bhai. We have a plate. And every day we eat food. There is a buffet which has got 100 items there. In plate, we'll take one roti, 2-3 curries, and we'll just eat all these things. There are 50 items there. We can't eat all of them. Whatever is in our plate is digestible for us. Anything beyond that is indigestible. Money is also like that. Money, what is useful for our day-to-day life is what we require. Anything that we earn, of course we need to earn, is not our money. It is somebody else's money. This is what Mahendra Singh Dhoni talked about money. So these people doesn't become just like that. They're so humble, so simple. That's why I think, I have seen plenty of cricketers, but nothing to beat Mahendra Singh Dhoni in terms of thinking, the humbleness, the simplicity, the modesty. I think if you go to the greatest of the sages, what they say is only this, but they put it in a different format and they tell. Okay, this is Mahendra Singh. I think one round of applause for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He deserves it. Most successful captain for Indian cricket. And I think a lot of girls and all have lovely fan following for Virat Kohli and Anushka, whatever it is. So with regard to Virat, he also comes from a very simple and humble background. His house he's got only 2 rooms to live in Delhi. One room is kitchen, the other room, 3 children and parents. All of them have to sleep on a mat. This is their story. His father is a chota-mota lawyer and I don't think he's doing he's got one chota-mota business which is an utter failure business. So, during his early age, so his father always wanted to play cricket. He could never play cricket. So he took Virat to the ground, to the coaching center and introduced to a coach. Slowly he started playing cricket and within short period he started making rapid strides in his sport. And suddenly at some stage, I think I remember he was telling me 14 years or 15 years, like any other landlords of the houses, suddenly the landlord came and he said that for the last 3 months you couldn't afford a rent. So he started throwing items outside the house. He gave several warnings. So his father was a failure businessman, struggling financially. So he threw the whole thing and literally they were on the roads. That day, he started crying. Virat started crying and he has decided that in my lifetime, I will earn so much that for the next 10 generations, we shouldn't be suffering. So that's when he created a plan for himself and what is that he want to achieve. And I think in a short period of time, he got into under-19 India. He is the most successful and we won the World Cup under him. Then suddenly, glamour came in his life. From under-19 India to Indian team, he got, he got graduated into senior Indian team. And, with suddenly, I think I remember I told you that he had a goal in mind that for next 10 generations, he should be earning so much that nobody should suffer. So, during the, the transition that happened from under-19 to Indian team, suddenly he saw, you know what it is, glamour, this, that. He started a lot of money and he started partying. Partying means he used to come at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the night. He became it has gone out of control. And that is the stage, I think against Sri Lanka in Australia, he got 170 runs. We were supposed to get, it's a rain affected game in 36 overs or 38 overs, we were supposed to get over 300 and which we got. And he gets 170 in that, 170 or 180 in that match. And that's when A lot of commentators are saying this is the best knock ever played by an Indian on an Australian soil. That night, something triggered him. It has ignited some spark in him. And it said that if Virat Kohli, actually just before that knock, he was supposed to be dropped for all his attitudes, for all his, attitude problems, behaviors and non-performances. He was supposed to be dropped. But after that knock, he realized that if Virat Kohli can become, can score the best knock in the history of the game by an Indian, why can't I repeat it? Why can't I do it every 2 innings, every 3 innings? That's when he got back and he thought what he has promised. By the way, before I finish, I'll tell you this story also. That's when he started planning himself. See, initially he planned that he wanted to be the best Indian batsman. He achieved it. Then he wanted to become the best batsman in the world. He achieved it. Then later he wanted to become best batsman across 3 formats in the world. He achieved it. And finally, he has a goal to become the best sportsman. Forget cricket, NBA, you have English Premier League, footballers, basketball bowlers. He had this goal. At every given stage, he has escalated his goals to the next levels. And eventually, I think in 2019, he is the sportsman who spent maximum number of professional hours than any other sportsman on the earth. That's Virat Kohli. It was his father's dream to see Virat Kohli playing just Ranji Trophy, not India and other things. When he played his first day, it was the first day of his Ranji Trophy debut match. He was batting on 60 or 70, I remember. And his father passed away. His father expired. It was shocking for him. Anyone sitting in this room, including me, the moment we hear this news, this sad news, we would have broken. We would have completely crumbled. You know what this fellow did? He stayed back and scored 150 and gave it as a right tribute to his father, and then he went and did the final rites to his father. This is what Virat Kohli and Mahendra Singh Dhoni is made up of. The will to succeed, the passion to chase your dreams. These are the real things which are very, very important apart from your skill. You are a very good student. See, that's what sir was saying. All through my life I was a backbencher. But for 50 years, he is teaching people now. And he is in the planning commission. He's changing the educational dynamics in Tamil Nadu. And we have other eminent personalities, who are creating missiles for the nation. And Dr. Umesh, very, very renowned oncologist. I think among these elite people, sitting between them itself is the biggest honor. Thank you so much. And once again, one last thing that I want to conclude by saying is, the greatest thing in this universe is about giving. Is about giving. All the time giving, not taking. You can earn lakhs and crores of rupees, but if you donate 1 rupee, the kind of satisfaction that donation will give you will never equate it with the amount you earn. It's very, very important. Be proud of yourself. Thanks parents, thanks children for listening to me. Be proud of your mother. Be proud of your motherland. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your precious words. I request Prakash Vidyaniketan to take us further into the proceedings.
It's now time to unwrap the treasure trove of achievements and highlights from our school's vibrant journey. We come together to present to you the newest edition of our newsletter, Young Smiles. This publication is a kaleidoscope of stories that exude the liveliness of youth, showcasing the remarkable achievements and dreams of the young minds within our community. Join us in celebrating the spirit of hope and exploration that permeates the narratives found within Young Smiles. May I request all the dignitaries on the dais to step forward and release the volume 21, issue 1 of our newsletter. I request our director sir to please join the proceedings.
Thank you, sirs. Thank you, Dikshit. With great honor and admiration, we take the opportunity to felicitate our distinguished guest of the day, Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail, an admired being who has dedicated a highly acclaimed service of 50 solid years to the field of teaching. Sir's dedication and achievements have not only shaped his own path, but have also illuminated the way for many others. Today, we take a moment to express our profound gratitude and appreciation for his outstanding efforts by felicitating him. May we request the dignitaries on the dais, along with the director sir, to do the honors, please.
ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم
Thank you, sirs. Prakashite Advika is here to take us into the next proceeding.
Dr. Ismail says that he has a secret pact with the earthworms, making it the philosophy of his research. As long as I live, I will go through the earthworms, and when I am gone, they will go through me, he says. Such is the passion of a beloved Dr. Ismail towards the well-known friends of the farmers, the earthworms. We take immense pleasure and pride in releasing and introducing the book Worming My Way, authored by Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail, who propagates that earthworm is the pulse of the soil. Healthier the pulse, healthier the soil. Now, it is time to unwrap the book Worming My Way by Dr. Sultan Ahmad Ismail. This book for sure would benefit the humanity as a whole. May we request the dignitaries on our director sir to step forward and release the book now?
May I now request Dr. Ismail to address the gathering, please.
Thank you very much. Well, parents and children, good evening to you all. This is my, be seated, be seated, be seated. I'm a teacher and this is my 50th year of teaching. That's why they felicitated me. So as a teacher, I like to talk with my people in this way, not from the stage. Right? I started teaching in 1974 when most of you were not born. Right? Fine. So I'm going to advise you and children and parents, I want you to listen to me. I was just noting down points from the time I came here, watching you all. In fact, congratulations to Vasu Prakash and the entire team of Prakash group of schools. I have been associated with them. I have come here several times. I have even interacted with their teachers. अब इसमें थोड़े points note कर रहा था मैं, ये जो aroma is something, a wonderful term, is it not? Sometimes when you cook food, what you smell through the nose is aroma, and that is fragrance. What you taste through your mouth is also aroma, but it is flavor. So today you are enjoying the fragrance here, and probably they have already served you the flavor for it. So it's thanks and congratulations for this wonderful term. One small thing which I started seeing in parents, because I started my life, and the funniest thing in my life is when I was in class 5, I could not understand mathematics. Like these brilliant people seated on the dais. Nothing, nil. And my teacher said that you have clay in your head. आपके सिर में मिट्टी है. So I became a soil biologist. Right? So that was positive for me. He told me there is clay in my head. I became a soil biologist. And then my teacher of mathematics in class 10 said that you are never going to pass school. You will not go beyond this school. And today I am writing the state's education policy. Right? So don't get carried away if somebody tells something about your child. Don't ever get carried away. Every child is unique, a masterpiece created by numerous genes, and they have come into this world. The only mistake we do is we start comparing our children with other children. Please don't. Even with your own children, don't compare your elder child with your younger child, your brother with your sister. Don't do it at all. Every child is unique. Every child is beautiful. Every child is wonderful. Why should we compare? Sometimes we ask our child, no, why didn't you get higher marks? As though we got higher marks. Sometimes certain subjects we don't understand. We will have to teach our children. We will have to teach our children. There's no other go. Phone baad mein dekhna yaar. मैं इतना दूर से आया हूँ. Right? You know, like chemistry teacher used to come to me in the class. He would say, last class we saw, and then he will start the class. When the bell rings, he will say, next class we will continue. I understood these two things. In between what he said, he did not understand. So what? Now what I want to tell you parents is, yes, we have to ask our children to study, because education is something like this eyebrow. Education is something like this eyebrow. Eyebrow is one of the most useless. That's why film actress removes it and puts paint, right? And you go to the, what you call beauty studios and try to trim them off because you feel that they are useless. Yes, eyebrows are useless when you sit in an air-conditioned room. But when you run in the hot weather, you sweat. And sweat is salt water or fine water? Salt water. When salt water goes into the eye, what will happen? It will burn. It is then the eyebrow collects the salt water and sends it to the side. So eyebrow plays a role when there is a problem in life. Similarly, education helps the children when they have a problem in life. So we will have to be supportive rather than finding fault with our children. And parents, please understand, today you have 150 branches, unlike in our days where we had only physics, chemistry, mathematics, botany, zoology. I'm basically a zoologist. I handle animals. That's why I have been teaching 50 years, handling children. I hope you got the point. Mischievous children, what I mean is, right? So parents, please see to it that you don't get upset about it. And in fact, one thing which I wanted to share here is, unfortunately today we are dumping a lot of information to our children and not knowledge. These two are different. Please parents and teachers who are here, try to give knowledge to our children so that they come up in life. We have to share. And parents, don't keep blaming the teachers for everything. Teachers have a limited resource. They handle so many. You know, like my first class, I handled 110 children. 110 in one classroom. That's how I managed, right? That's the reason I'm able to manage any big crowd today. But, you know, in spite of it, you have to be a supportive hand to any child, because mother and father play a role. Unfortunately, I find some fathers always say, you know, right, it is not my problem, it's my wife's problem. As a vice principal of the college, sometimes I would call up, I would just see the attendance, and then I will call up over the phone. The father will pick up the phone because we'll have the number in the application form. I'm sorry to say that I have to bring to your notice that he's trying to fail in the qualified attendance, and that father will say, hey, just a minute. Hey, he will call his wife, see what your son is doing, and give the phone to her. Now, it is not the mother's problem, it is both problem, because the Y chromosome has been given by you, not by her. Right? So please understand that the father has a role. You first understand how you have to be at home. Usually I tell you a story, because after MSK has told several stories, I must also tell some stories to you. Right? Husband and wife. Husband is ready to go to office. Very ready. Right? And he is about to put the shoelaces. Wife brings coffee. And she is coming close. When he lifts the head, the coffee falls on his shirt. What will happen at home? What will happen? Fighting, swearing, shouting, everything. Husband is ready. He's about to go to office. He says, wife says, coffee. She says, no, I'm going to my friend's house. He will offer coffee. We will have coffee together and then go. Friend's wife brings coffee. Somehow by mistake tumbles, drops coffee on his shirt. How will he respond? No, it's okay. I can wash. Don't worry. If many men can behave that same way in their own homes, no family will have any problems, gentlemen. So please see to it that we are able to carry this further and bring a sort of a revolution. Right? And based on these things and informations, MSK was telling about Dhoni and humility. I learned it from my teacher. Professor Murthy was my supervisor. He would always tell me, when a tree grows, it grows very straight. When a tree grows, it grows very straight and stubborn. But when it bears fruit, it bends in humility. So in life, always remember, however much you may grow, always be humble and try to accept it. The problem now is, we are trying to bring children like corporate leaders. I happened to read recently, 2 CEOs of major companies are walking in a forest. Suddenly, a tiger comes in front of them. 2 CEOs of 2 major companies walking in the forest. A tiger comes in front of them. One of them bends and ties his shoelaces tight. The other CEO says, what? You think you're smarter? You can run faster than the tiger? He says, no, I have to run faster than you, because the tiger will catch you. The same way we are trying to bring our children. We are laughing at the CEO. The same way we are trying to bring our children. Compete among yourselves. Competition doesn't come by fighting with each other. Competition doesn't come with that reason. And similarly, one small request again, one more short story. A father is taking a small child, and as he's walking, there is water in the middle. On the water, there is a platform, small platform, narrow. So suppose a small child, this girl is walking. Immediately the father says, hold my hand, because the child may fall down. Hold my hand. And the little girl says, why you hold my hand? The father gets angry. He shouts, why are you not holding my hand? What's wrong? Then the little child says, if I hold your hand and if I slip and fall, I may let it go. But if you hold my hand, even if I slip and fall, you will never let it go. So parents, please keep holding the hands of your children. Don't expect your children to hold your hands, because they may let go. Is that clear? So please children have this in mind. Phone has become a nuisance. The government of India has already announced that in higher education, 40% of education is going to be online in future. Phone has become a nuisance because phone BC was very simple. BC means before Corona, right? We used to say don't use phone. But after Corona, we ourselves, teachers and schools, we had to resort to. One credit you must give to all the teachers. We spoke about doctors. Sorry, doctor, I have to mention here. We spoke about doctors. We spoke about nurses. We spoke about policemen during the pandemic. The other greatest work was contributed by the teachers who came online, and they deserve a very great appreciation because they had small homes, no spaces. They threw open their homes and they were always on attendance in spite of you people monitoring how the teacher was teaching. Right? So please see to it that you do it. Marks, as I told you, I was a last bencher. Yes, we have to try for marks. Every child, because higher education admission is not proper. Higher education admission today is based only on marks. So we have to try for marks. In case our child doesn't get marks, so what? So what? Probably he will become one day something great. Something great. So please see to it that you make them get marks. In case they don't try to give negative thoughts about them. Always be supportive to your children. They are your children, man. They should be happy at the end of the day. Nothing more. And doctor said about food. Yes, nutrition. Doctor, please try to use this anomaly here afterwards. Similarity. I always say food is very important. So always remember our Indian national flag. The first color on the top. Take some food of that color every day. Papaya or carrot or orange or mango. There is carotene pigment which is very good for your eyesight. Second color, white. Please see to it that you take enough amount of calcium, especially women. Milk is the easiest source. If vegan, you take an alternative. Third color, green. Green colored vegetables are very important in life. Unfortunately, I go to any restaurant in Delhi और उसको पूछो कि भाई आज क्या सब्जी है, वो बोलता है कि पनीर है साहब. I don't know when paneer became a vegetable, right? Green colored vegetables. बीच में चक्रा क्या कलर है? Blue color. Right from childhood we have been painting water blue, right? Water blue. So drink enough amount of water. और चक्रा में कितने lines? How many lines? 24 hours follow our Indian national flag. We don't require any diet from any part of the world. That's it. Our flag itself teaches us. Follow it very well and try to do it, right? And parents, if you want your children to come up well in life, there's only one word I will tell you. One final word. Management. You have to learn management. The spelling management, word management without the last letter T is manage men. That is manage human beings. Without the last letter N, manage. So first learn to manage yourself because before you ask your children to manage themselves. So see to it that you follow certain things, follow certain diet patterns, food patterns, behavior patterns, attitudinal patterns as mentioned by most of our speakers. And congratulations to this team. In fact, you saw them performing so well, right? It doesn't happen in a day. Even though you may be supportive at home, to have this collection perform, and Vasu and his team, the way the principal, the staff, the students have performed, don't you think that they require a standing ovation today? Shall we all join together to give Prakash, students and teachers and families a great standing ovation? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to you all and have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Thank you, masters. Please sit down. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights.
We now move on to the prize distribution.
Before we proceed to the much awaited segment of prize distribution, let us take a moment to acknowledge the dedication, hard work and precision that each achiever has poured into their achievements.
These prizes represent not just recognition but also a celebration of the spirit of perseverance and excellence that defines our community.
Dear audience, get ready to witness the thrill as we announce and honor the outstanding achievers who have earned laurels. Stay tuned as we bring our deserving prize winners onto the stage for a celebration of excellence and success.
I request Dr. Umesh Mahan Shetty to step forward to give away the prizes, please. Let's first call upon the winners of the Homi Baba quiz competition. The first position is won by the team from the TPT branch. The winners are Durga Pranati of class 8, Abhijita Pramesh of class 7, P. Dharmateja of class 6.
Second position is bagged by the team from Pandurti branch. The winners are S. Rohita of class 8, D. Harshavardhan of class 7, KVS Sita Niklesh of class 6.
The third position is taken by the team from TPT branch. The winners are K. Sravya Geetika of class 8, P. Chaitra Ashirva of class 7, P. Saket Vishnu of class 6. Let your applause be heard, dear audience. May we now request Dr. Y. Srinivasa to give away the prizes, please.
In yet another quiz competition conducted by the Union Bank of India, one of our teams bagged second prize. The winners are D. Jitendra, D. Mohit, give a huge round of applause for these winners.
Prakashites achieved laurels, winning second position at the National Heritage Quiz conducted by Intact Heritage Education and Communication Service. The winners are K. Abhinav, K. Sai Charan Reddy. Keep the applause on, dear audience.
Pride as we announce that Prakashite K. Srivalli Seshadri bagged second position at the state level NTPC Energy Conservation Painting Competition and is now qualified to compete at national level. Also, K. Tejaswini won a consolation prize. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, keep the applause on.
Thank you, sir. May we now request Dr. Sultan Ahmed Ismail to give away the prizes, please. With pride, we announce the achievement of Prakashite N. Sharvi Shri, who has been one among the 15 national winners of All India Essay and Poster Competition, chosen from a whopping 9,000 entries. Charvi Shri created a commendable poster titled Avakaya, the King of Vehicles.
Among the thousands of teams that participated in the ATL Marathon, two teams from Prakash Vidyaniketan gained position in the top 400 teams, qualifying for national level competition. Here we call the proud Prakashites. C.H. Ashrit and G.U. Guratna, who presented their projects Wipe and Drive, an innovation to streamline the right usage of vehicles.
At ATL, Tinkerpreneur
E. Shyam Sundar and M. Shivashashir Prasad Raju bagged the position through translator glasses, a unique project that would assist tourists in understanding any language.
At 8-year Thinkerpreneur program, a platform to develop entrepreneurship, our budding entrepreneurs achieved a position among the top 100 teams out of 8,000 participating teams. They presented their project, Tune Master Music and Instrumental Store. Let's now call the Shri Prakash Thinkerpreneurs. Mohammad Kamran, P. Udit, and P. Jagan Pratvik. Dear audience, please keep the applause on.
A 5-member team of Prakashites positioned themselves as one among the chosen 1,000 national teams out of lakhs of participating teams pan-India under the Airtel Ideathon with their idea, empowering the world with Hydro Harmony, the ripple of power. This is a project aiming to secure sustainable supply of clean water. The members of the team are K. Joshit Kumar, B. Jaydeep, B. Charan Teja, C. H. Ashwin, P. Teja. Bravo friends, keep the applause on.
Out of the many authors of the Shri Prakash family, Prakashite M. Shri Nitya is chosen as one among the 20 budding authors across the nation. Her story, Hero to Zero, will soon be published in the ebooks of CBSE and made available on CBSE academic website. Give a huge round of applause to Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. M.S.K. Prasad to step forward to give away the prizes.
Now, I would like to request our principal, Mrs. Mukherjee ma'am, to take over the proceedings.
Dear audience, let the venue resound with your applause as we call upon the school toppers of the academic year 2022-23. Each of these toppers are being awarded with a cash prize of Rs 10,000. Best outgoing student of TPT branch S. Abhiram, please come up on stage. A big round of applause for S. Abhiram, please. Congratulations. And keep flying high. The best outgoing student from the Pendurthi branch B. Hema Madhuri, please come up on stage. Many congratulations and all the best for your future. The best outgoing student from the Kapulpada branch M. Sai Charan Gupta, please come up on stage. Many congratulations, Hema Madhuri, M. Sai Charan Gupta. Our school toppers, a big round of applause, please. Thank you. Now, the best outgoing student for senior secondary school, Aditya Nandan, please come up on stage. The basketball player, Aditya Nandan. We have seen him grow. Many congratulations. This is another very important moment of the prize distribution. We would like to acknowledge the dedication and hard work of some top scorers in selected fields like mathematics, overall academics, and the best all-rounder, because we believe in a holistic development. So, looking at their performance over the year, we have honored a few students, and this is a very special award. It is a scholarship of 10,000 rupees, which will be given to them for the next session. For proficiency in mathematics, I call upon T. Sahiti of class 8 from the KPLP Kapulpada branch to come up on stage. A very sincere mathematician, budding mathematician of our school. Many congratulations. G. Sai Harshit of class 9 from Pendurthi branch, please come up on stage. Well done, Harshit. V. Bhavani of class 9 from the TPT branch of our school. Well done, Bhavani. Please move ahead. The struggle of all students to top in academics, and congratulations, well done. So I call upon the prize for best in academics. I call upon Linisha Agarwal of class 11 of the Kapulpada branch, a commerce student, very diligent in her work. Congratulations, Linisha. Keep working hard. Our Satvik of class 9 from the Pendurti branch. Please come up on stage, Satvik. And B. Nihita of class 8 from TPT branch. Well done. And I am really pleased to announce the best all-rounder student of class 9 from class 9 in Kapulpada branch, U. Harshita Reddy. B. Chaitra Vina, class 8 Pendurti branch. Now, Shusri Swastika Tripathi, class 9 TPT branch.
Thank you, sirs. We take this opportunity to express our gratitude to our beloved guests by presenting our token of love and gratitude. Each memento has been carefully chosen and made by the Prakashites to symbolize our gratitude for their august presence and contributions today, which mean a lot to us. I request our director, sir, to do the honors, please. Thank you, sirs. May I now request our director, Sri Chitturi Vasuprakash, sir, to address the gathering, please.
Dignitaries on the dais and parents, children, very good evening to you all and namaste to everyone. It is very indeed to have very wonderful speakers today, that right, an eminent doctor, eminent technocrat and scientist, and eminent cricketer, eminent professor, and a professor is of 50 years of experience. Yes. See, and nowadays now we always speak of success, but nobody is speaking of failure. Children who are failure is also very important. And after coming up from failure, back to success is one of the most important of the parents, to help them up, to support them when they have failed. It is very important. We have seen, come across some of the parents, some of these things also. Every student may have failures and success of you win one time, and whoever plays sports, they always win and know how to lose also. But it is very important that how parents have to be supportive and be mind that their counseling is required, and their support and their supportive words are required when they fail. And then only the parents and the students will definitely be successful in the future. Every student is unique and every student is wonderful student. It's only when you have this supportive approach for the students, and whenever there is success, there is appreciation everywhere. But whenever there is a failure, but nobody goes to that child, or everyone, even the parents scolds them, it will be a very pathetic situation for the child. So I request every parent to be supportive for the child, and every child you should identify the real talent of the child and groom him in that particular area. He'll be definitely successful. The identification of the real talent is a challenge for the teacher and as well as the parent. You just cannot identify his talents just by looking at him. Only when you observe him very carefully and day-to-day monitoring, only you can observe his talents. And I think every student has a talent, and we should groom them in these talents, and then they'll definitely become the wonderful students of the world. I wish that, and thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, respected guests, cherished parents, talented peers, dear friends, representatives of the press and esteemed members of Gurajada Kalakshetram, Standing before you as a representative of the student body is Saipreet Joshi, deeply honored to express our heartfelt gratitude on behalf of Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan to everyone who has contributed to this magical evening. Towards the end of the formal aspects of the day and before we begin our cultural program, we express our gratitude to our esteemed guests whose presence has been truly inspiring. The wisdom and insights you shared have left an indelible mark on our hearts, and we are grateful for the valuable lessons you imparted. A special shout out to our incredible parents, the pillars of our support system. Your unwavering encouragement fuels our aspirations, and we are grateful for the love and guidance you provide. I also take the opportunity to thank Mukhtar sir for being instrumental and supporting and guiding us in making this event a grand success. A round of applause is due for all the performers, the anchors, our chorus, band, tiny tots and everyone who graced the stage so far. A heartfelt thank you to our director sir, Sri Chitturi Vasu Prakash, whose leadership lights our path. We respect and regard your commitment to excellence and the well-being of every student. Behind every successful event are those who work tirelessly behind the scenes. A big thank you to our teachers, volunteers and the organizing committee for working to make this evening a reality. We extend our gratitude for the presence of the press. Your presence amplifies the impact of our stories and celebrations that are coming up shortly. A huge thank you to the esteemed members of Gurajada Kalakshetram, whose continued support in nurturing and promoting cultural endeavors is truly appreciated. Now, I request our dignitaries to take their seats among the audience as the cultural extravaganza begins. Thank you all for being a part of Sri Prakash family this evening.
Dear audience, as we get set for the cultural tapestry of the evening, we have a humble request to the spectators. Please avoid gathering near the dais taking pictures of your wards, as it would be obstructing the view for others. Wonderful pictures of every piece of art will be taken and later shared with all the participants. Now, let's hear a musical expression of our sense of gratitude from the choir. Thank you.
Thank you.